This week on Pink's Hot Rods. Cedar Falls Raceway plays host to the best of 2 out of 3 drag races. Minnesota's Tim Gangle versus Wisconsin's Jeremy Klimwics. Pink's Racing. Lose the race, lose your ride.
I got balls enough to race my own.
Woo! We're showing what he's gonna lose to.
That car was built to drag race. Not a chance. He's sandbagging.
Crazy? You didn't take his bottle out? Well, then we ain't taking ours out then.
If you can't get your car up to the front, you're gonna have to forfeit this and they're gonna take the win today.
He's at the line! The other car is leaking oil on the track, which is unsafe.
Hey, Rich, we've got a winner.
You ready to race today?
Yes. Yeah.
So you got the car all ready?
I got it ready.
You've run this car several times, or is this...
No, she's brand new. We finished her up yesterday.
Where'd you find this thing?
Up in the woods in northern Minnesota. Chopped the top on it, built a whole custom chassis for it.
How many hours have you got into this now?
Man, 500 easy.
500 hours?
Tim, how are you? This is gonna be a heck of a prize to lose, so I hope you're ready to race.
We don't plan on losing.
Right, and race smart. Right? Who's gonna be racing your vehicle today, Tim?
I'm gonna.
Okay. Prep your car, have it ready.
Paint's so fresh. The paint's it's still wet? We got wet paint on this? The motor work, the engine work, drivetrain all just got done. We had 24 hours to paint it and do the body work.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Rich.
Rich Christensen, how are you, buddy? How's it going? Hey, I want to thank you for coming today. This far exceeds my expectations. The last we talked, you were in a paint shop, which was what, 24 hours ago?
About 12 hours ago.
12 hours ago, you're still in a paint shop. It's unbelievable what you pulled together in this amount of time. Today you've come to either win a vehicle or lose a vehicle. We'll start the competition literally in a few minutes, so have your team ready. And
Great.
Thanks for being here today.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Hey, Tim, let's go. We're going to the tower to meet Rich. Jeremy, let's go. We're going to the tower. Time to win us a car.
You're here today for a very serious purpose. This isn't about a trophy. This isn't about a money prize. It's a cold, hard day, and you guys are stepping up to the task of racing for titles. You guys now have to decide this beginning points of how we're going to do this race. What I can tell you is that it's the best 2 out of 3. We're not using any lights, any computers. It's about you and your team. It's a race of wits and mechanics, okay? So the first thing I need to know is, how far do you guys want to race? We're on a quarter-mile track. Would you like to take advantage of the full quarter mile, or would you like to go an 1/8 mile? Tim, how far would you like to race?
I'd say a quarter mile.
Quarter it is.
Jeremy, you agree on a quarter mile. Who is going to be racing the vehicles? Tim?
I got balls enough to race my own.
You are going to be racing your vehicle.
Yep.
Jeremy, who's going to be racing your vehicle?
Randy Jarstead.
Now, Tim, did you assume that Jeremy was going to race his vehicle today?
Yes, I did assume that.
Would you have brought in another driver if you'd known that he was using another driver?
Yes, I probably would have done that.
Jeremy, how much experience does your racer have in racing cars?
A little bit.
Are you clear that he has none?
Never drag raced a day in my life.
You understand that? Because that could come back to play a big role in how we negotiate today. At this time, we want you guys to do a practice run. After the practice run, you will stage your cars. Let's go.
Cool.
On this!
He didn't even get on his car. He just kind of puppeted down the track. How are you gonna learn anything from that?
What'd you think?
Sounded good. Second?
Huh?
Second gear?
I had him drive.
No, he babied it. He babied it. He didn't want us to see what it's got. We'll show him what he's gonna lose to. We'll show him what he's gonna lose to.
He was sandbagging?
Big time. You're running against a professional.
This is the examination phase where you can see what your competitor has. You can start the other vehicle. You can open up the hood. You can do whatever you need to do to learn what your competition is all about. Switch!
So this is it, huh?
What, are you gonna sit in the car?
I'll get out.
All you had to say is you want to sit in it.
Small block Chevy. Running nitrous.
No, we had a conversation where Rich and Jeremy and I were on the phone, and we both agreed that we were going to do small blocks.
Nitrous got you worried?
No.
Not at all.
Good thing the price of metal's up.
Yeah.
You guys buy 100 cubic inches, 4 inches wider tires on each side.
It's a whole different car. We're in different brackets.
Minnesota Hot Rod Hardware, please face me and hold. Go back to your vehicles.
He's real confident. So if they're putting up a professional driver, half track.
Good 326. All we'd have to do is spend another 180 bucks on punching it out. It would have been a 455 just the same. We buy a stroker crank and pop it in there, same motor.
Jeremy thought though that we might be hiding a little more than we're letting on, but
Hiding? They can't hide anything. They got trunks and...
I'd really play hardball.
I mean, if he starts whining too bad, give him a couple car lengths. Even with him spraying nitrous, there's no way.
Okay.
There's no possible way.
Tim and Jeremy, meet me up in the Eagle's Nest.
First race negotiation. We know how far we're going. We know who's driving the car. How do you want to do the first race? Is anybody at this point looking for any lengths?
We got twice the weight of a car that he's got.
No way, his car is built for drag racing. He's got 100 cubic inches on us. He's got tires twice as wide as we have. I mean, that car was built to drag race. When we talked months ago over the phone, you and I agreed to small blocks. You broke that agreement.
It's no different. We took a small block 326 and punched it out to a 455.
No, it doesn't matter.
The
We
cubic
agreed
inches
to small blocks. Then today, I mean, I was always under the impression that you were driving. This morning I find out you're not driving your car. I think the guy has a lot more experience than what you're letting on. He was obviously, very obviously, sandbagging the car in the practice run.
And so are you.
Okay, so we have an impasse, but it's not an unbreakable impasse. He's right about the cubic inch. He's right about the driver. I think there's got to be some room for negotiation. What are you looking for, Tim?
I want him to drive the car.
Would you consider driving the car if we give you a practice run? I think it's a reasonable request, but you can say no, but then you'll be asking for, obviously, for lengths.
I want lengths besides.
Well, I'm not.
We're in two different brackets.
Well, I'm not comfortable with the car. I haven't driven it yet. Just finished it.
I didn't drive mine before this morning.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with the car.
It's a safety issue for Jeremy. That's his right to not be comfortable.
That's fine. Then
Okay.
we'll do it another way.
What would you like?
I'll start with quarter track.
Quarter track?
Mm-hmm.
Are you crazy?
That's what I want.
I'd give him a
You
length.
guys are, no way. One car length? Not a chance.
You're spraying nitrous?
You got nitrous on yours. Yes, we heard you purge it.
Do you guys want to say at this point you would both agreed not to use nitrous? Or do you want to have the opportunity to use it?
Pull your bottle out.
If you pull yours?
I'll pull it.
Both bottles are now agreed to be pulled. How much length will you give him?
Pulling the nitrous out?
Yes.
Straight up.
No way. No way. You still got to give me car length. You're still 100 cubic inches.
I seen what your car did earlier.
Doesn't, at this point, guys, this is, you guys know that I'll take both cars if we do this all day, and we could go on all day. Give them the lengths on the first run. See what you do. This is not about one race, it's about 3 races. Be the chess player in this thing. Would you run the first race with 3 lengths?
I'll run the first race with 3 lengths.
Let's get the first one done. 3 lengths.
Okay.
Go talk to your teams, meet me there, and pull your cars up and we race.
So, do you think I should sandbag it at all? No?
Justin, power me up. So we're not taking the bottles out, but we're just not using nitrous, right? He didn't take his bottle out.
He didn't take his bottle out? Well, then we ain't taking ours out then.
They pulled the bottle. They did pull the bottle. All right.
Time on this. Get that running. He's at the line.
I gotta give him a few, I'll give him 30 seconds. He's gotta go now, or I gotta give him the race.
Hey Rich, I don't know what happened, but it looked like Tim absolutely smoked him. Jeremy's car looked like it was squirrely, lost the rear end. I don't know what's going on, but Tim certainly took that race.
They cooled down too fast. They cooled down because of the oil leak. That's right. That's what we're negotiating for.
Yeah. We're at the line ready to go. We're waiting on this guy.
I give the guy 30, 45 seconds.
Gotta give him time.
But you were right, if it had gone any farther, I walked over and told him, if it's any longer, guys, I give the other guy the car. It was set.
Well, tires cooled down too long. We had a quick problem to fix and didn't get the traction you needed, but we'll take care of that the second race.
I mean, we're sitting at the line ready to race, and the guy's having trouble. We gotta wait until our car overheats. The other car is leaking oil on the track, which is unsafe. That's something ought to be done.
What's that? Are you guys done for the day? You
You got to do it at the start of the track. They're broke. They broke.
Is the ignition live?
Ignition's good. Pump works?
Pump works.
Hey, Tim, if you can't get your car up to the front, you're going to have to forfeit this, and they're going to take the win today. And I can't give you more time than I really gave them to get their fixed. It's going to be about a minute. You got to get it back up to the line. They can't get it started. If you line your car up at the start, you're going to win this thing. Woo! If Tim could not have got his car back to the start, you would have won today because he wouldn't have been able to compete anymore. I need Jeremy and Tim. Clearly, Jeremy, would you agree that Tim won this first race?
Oh, yes. Yes, he
And
did.
Tim, you agree that you won that fair and square?
Yes.
Okay, the changes that you made, stopping in the nitrous, the going, giving the 3 lengths. Jeremy, what happened to your vehicle on that run?
Well, I believe we snapped an axle, so we're running on half an axle.
If you snapped an axle, you wouldn't even
We're running on half that. You saw the parts fly out and got them in his hand.
Let's see
Can
them.
you verify that?
I
Can he look
haven't
under your-
seen any parts. Let's see them.
Sure.
Is it that
I mean, it won't be able to,
So you drop-
if he
drop parts.
if he snapped an axle,
Verify.
I mean, the axle's inside the rear end housing. I don't know how you'd even come up with parts. He said he had parts in his hand. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Spin track. He's only his left rear wheel spinning. It's either his carrier bearing or
Where's
something
the
broke.
parts? You said he had parts in his hand.
Yeah. Whatever dropped out of there, dropped out of there. I don't know.
There's something clearly, I'll tell you right now, something clearly happened while you were cruising down the track. Clearly. The point is, we are now at the second negotiation. It's official, we're starting. You both agreed that you took the first race. How do you want to proceed for the second race?
He had that by 8-10 lengths.
You did have that by 8 or 10 lengths.
So we want at least 5 ourselves.
No way. Not a chance. Not a chance. He's sandbagging it for one thing.
You know what?
Not a chance.
One race is done. I think that you clearly won the first race. If there's going to be any time that you're going to have to compromise a little, it would be now.
I'll give you what you gave me.
I think that's fair.
3?
Take 3. I think
I'll take it then.
You will take that?
I'll take it.
You'll take that. As soon as the cars are set, we're going to race. Let's go. Understand that if he loses this race, you lose your vehicle today.
Yes, we do.
You're still you accept that proposition.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a winner. Tim got him by 120 yards. Easy.
That axle broke.
That axle did break.
That car Did it happen did something happen when he was warming up the very first time, or was it the first race? I clearly saw something go wrong.
It just hooked and snapped it.
Let me tell you that graciousness and defeat and victory are the same thing. You guys came a long way, put a hell of a team together, an amazing vehicle. Unfortunately for you, Tim outperformed you today. Jeremy, I'll need to meet with you at the top of the track here. One of those things. We'll deal with it, move on.
Did the car go fast?
Oh. Hey, how far did they beat us by?
That's racing. Some days you make it, some days you don't. It's a lot better being on top.
Jeremy, would you agree that Tim outperformed you on that second race?
Yes.
And Tim, would you agree it was a fair race and you did win that second race as
Yes.
well? Per the agreement, the best 2 out of 3 race, Tim won 2 races and will now take your vehicle. And at this time, I'd ask that you could hand over your keys to Tim. Thanks for being part of Pinks. With you, hey buddy?
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah.
Check out my new ride.
Yeah, it'll do for free.
Empty trailer?
Okay.
Let's go build another one.
Yep.